Doom still lurking. I don't know. Do we think Doom will get banned? I feel like we're gonna move to something else.
Ban Centaur. Ban Centaur.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean,
like
they have
that.
first pick, dude. They're gonna ban Doom and pick Centaur
Dire
again.
team pick.
Oh, wait,
There
wow.
it is. Yeah. Woo.
And
Man,
now
I'm
they're
sorry.
not going to first pick Doom.
I thought
There
BINOMISTAS
it
had
is.
first pick. My bad.
Oh, come on, Bowie. Get up with the times. The pick order keeps changing.
get it
Doom
together,
got
Bowie.
Fourth ban. You don't have first pick.
Let's go.
Who? Doom Grim?
That's the play.
All right. It's a semi-ping
10
friendly
seconds remaining.
opener.
I mean, you can
Point and
play
click
the Doom
adventure.
mid. Grimstroke
Should also
is...
just pick Viper.
I don't know.
And,
about
I
the
mean,
Viper.
They gave Lena's stun a bigger radius now, so I guess that is technically ping friendly, right? So she is
True.
better now when you have to play into ping. That's a
Well
ping
said.
buff, dude.
Radiant team pick Dire team.
Oh,
All right. Interesting. So looking
kind of
more like
predictable. Although I feel like BINOMISTAS played offlane Phoenix in the past, so could swap between 3
sexy
and,
fat playing a
5.
3
10
Phoenix.
seconds
Okay.
remaining.
Yeah, maybe a curveball there.
5
Good
seconds
individual
remaining.
heroes, but seems like a little bit of an odd opener.
I think, yeah, it definitely feels odd. Even if the Phoenix is 3, then you have this Phoenix Tusk lane. Is that even powerful?
I'm
there's a lot of,
assuming it's 5. That's my thought.
Yeah.
I think a
probably.
lot of the 4 heroes help in the support role with the egg, so it kind of helps to you see the Earth Spirit and you're like, oh, okay, the egg's probably gonna be pretty good here.
I see.
It's not that easy for
Run
Earth
up.
Spirit to like stop you from getting off egg either, which is pretty good. Like you I don't know.
Dire
That's not
team
really the
back.
hero I envision myself jumping on and being able to silence up and help
See-
kill before the egg, like
Yeah.
compared to like an Oracle or something.
See, now this is what I'm talking about, though. You get your Earth Spirit. Okay, that's a great 4, but there's so many cores right now that feel really high value. It feels like a bit of a waste to go double support as your opener unless you're really trying to hide something. Like I love this Jug response.
10
This is
seconds
great.
remaining.
I don't even think this Jug pick is too early.
Oh, it does look
5
very good.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think the core picking core in the first phase is
Dire
better
team back.
when you are the 4th overall pick, because then
Yeah,
you're
100%.
responding to like something. You're actually seeing more stuff. So I definitely like it here. I think counteracts the Phoenix. You have that spin
Radiant
against the
team
Tusk.
ban.
Oh, this Louder Band's really good.
Yeah, it's very hard to attack the Jug lane, and then a
Yeah.
lot of these like large game counters, like the Sven and stuff, don't necessarily feel good enough to like, if you're not confident on the hero, you might not want to start basing your entire draft around it quite yet.
10 seconds remaining.
So the question of what to go next for BINOMISTAS is a little bit tough right now.
Yeah,
5 seconds remaining.
Probably a 3, because all you really know is the Jug.
I like the Doom actually. I think he has enough move speed to deal with Blade Fury. Doom's definitely a
Dire
counter to
team
Jug.
ban.
True.
Doom, the counter to everyone.
Speaking of counters, and this is completely unrelated, but I was just looking at a lot of hero stats right now. Did you guys know there's only 10 heroes
Radiant
currently
team
in
back.
top tier pubs, this is according to Dota 2 ProTracker.com, that have win rates over Dawnbreaker? Only 10 heroes have a positive matchup. Isn't that insane?
Wow.
Every other hero has a losing record to Dawnbreaker.
She's,
And the only hero that has significant, like some of these are by 1 game I'm talking
10
to, which is
seconds
ridiculous.
remaining.
And the only ones that are significant are, for you pubbers out there,
5
Nyx Assassin and
seconds
Visage.
remaining.
And Winter Wyvern a little bit. But other than that, it's pretty
Radiant
minuscule.
team pick.
Yikes.
I would also put Nyx in that category. Like, Nyx, counter to everyone.
Yeah, it's true. Carapace the best. Yeah, so the hero's good right now, guys. Get out there. I don't think we'll be seeing her alongside Dawnbreaker anytime, or by Hoodwink anytime soon here in Captain's Mode.
Is he gonna be ready for
5
TI?
seconds
Probably
remaining.
not, right?
Yeah, by TI, for sure. After the major, they'll definitely do a patch and add in Dawnbreaker, I feel.
Oh, I think that's gonna be.
Dawnbreaker's also a she, Bowie. Delicate territory there, my friend.
Okay.
I know she's tall and has broad
Dire
shoulders.
team pick.
She's a
is the
true
Oracle.
warrior. Double heal, dude. Double
saves.
heals.
Triple saves,
Phoenix
really.
Court?
Sunray, Snowball, and False Promise. Huskar?
Yeah, is Phoenix a core? That's a good question. Or is it somehow a Tusk core? Sounds more
It's
like
a good
Phoenix.
response to Jug,
10
because you can
seconds
always
remaining.
dive the Blade Fury. So you don't really die in that lane.
5 seconds.
Yeah, but then he can also spin your egg.
Yes.
So it's kind of
Just
awkward
don't use
making a
egg.
core, I think. Just
Then
don't
you
use egg.
never,
True.
You never look bad.
Good. Perfect. Glad we figured that one out. All these phoenixes dying all the time to these
You
jugs.
just
What
learn
were they doing?
stats, you ignore egg, and you buy Dagon.
All right. Finally, it's time for Silencer, though. Tusk, Oracle, and Phoenix. All right.
Do you
Global
guys
silence.
remember?
No saves. No dives from the Phoenix.
Why don't you just pick Death Prophet and then you got 2 silences?
Global silence.
Oh, I like Silencer actually, but
He's a sleeper. I'll give you that.
We just need someone who's nice and spicy and likes to play Silencer, you know? But I would be
maybe
a little
that's
nervous about
Gardic, you know?
Huskar.
You
I
constantly
think-
talk to him. Maybe you should message
True.
him.
I should go chat up Gardic again.
I think Latam's eyeing up a Storm Spirit pick.
Radiant's
Maybe not
team
right
pick.
here, but I think that's what they're setting up for. Oh,
Oh, that's a good setup for one. That's for
Look
sure.
at that.
Crystal Maiden.
this is nice. Jug and Earth Spirit, love them some mana.
All right. Who counters Huskar? Void, Wind Ranger, Pugna. They took the Wind Ranger away. They're geniuses. All right. The
Okay.
Tusk Wind Ranger combo returns. We've already seen
Okay.
this once this season.
So, but Trent, when that happens, usually it's Wind Ranger Tusk in the same lane as the 3 and the 4. So where the hell is this a mid Phoenix?
10
The hell's
seconds
happening?
remaining.
Could just be a mid wind. It's also just a fine mid game counter. Because when you think about it, by
That's
the
true.
time you're using
Yeah.
Focus Fire, like the lane stage is ending anyway.
That's true. All right. Yeah, good point.
All right, please ban Huskar for the love of all that is holy and moly. Just do not
I mean,
give
I
them
don't think
Huskar.
Huskar is gonna show up now because they have this Ember, right? So unless there's like
Wait, what is that? Why does Ember beat Huskar in the
no,
lane?
I mean that
Seconds remaining.
Wind Ranger is definitely mid.
I'm not
And,
chancing it, dude. I mean, literally, someone just played safe lane Huskar today.
They would have. Oh, really?
Yeah.
They play safe lane
Yeah.
Huskar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't buy this. Like you can't safe lane him.
I think it's really bad. I mean, not
Yeah,
really
but when you
bad,
have
I think it's
Oracle and they have
inferior.
Ember,
I hope
True.
they pick it
Sure.
right now, just to show you that it's not as bad
Dude,
as
it's
you think.
Benny, all right? Benny's a simple guy. He likes his gyrocopter. He likes his Luna. He's not a high IQ carry player.
Team back.
All right.
personally, I just don't want to worry about
Dire
it.
team back.
I don't want to be the idiots that lost to Oracle last pick Huskar.
Void.
That's going to hurt you for the
They
rest of the
banned
season.
Void. Wow. That's
Yeah,
uh,
Void,
Set
yeah,
up
that's
the egg
fine.
Pretty well. Set
Yeah,
up
Wind
the egg.
Ranger, Phoenix.
I'm just surprised. I mean, did you really think BINOMISTAS were eyeing up a
10
Void? We've
seconds
talked about him a lot. He's only been picked a little.
Well, your hate Lysias, he's got no stun, and so they just think we'll take the big stun. There is still Spectre, I guess.
There's still Terrorblade.
Terrorblade into Ember, though.
Radiant team
Yeah.
ban.
Same thing with the PL.
Ursa.
Ooh, it's
Trent,
still in,
there's
though.
still a Morphling. Hello.
Ooh, Morphin Ember. That's kind of nice.
Morphin's
Yeah.
nice.
With an Oracle. I think Morphling's really scary. I don't know if they play it, but on paper, that's some solid stuff.
Can't
What's the
really
soft lane
pick
here
Enigma
for Latam?
here.
Do you Tide?
Back to Tide. Yeah, that's my fallback.
10 seconds remaining.
They have
This one's a
some
bit tougher.
initiation.
Remaining.
I think they need push. What about the Leshrac? Their push is kind of mediocre.
I think you want something a little more tanky. I'd rather have like an Underlord type thing. Try to catch this Wind Ranger.
If you could make the less
Set
work,
up your
it would be
fights.
nice. Like, if he can get to that Shroud, as long as he doesn't feed,
Radiant team pick.
go Pango. All right, no push,
A
but
lot
more
of
team
chaos.
fight.
Yeah.
All right, now you're definitely not Huskaring, though. I'm pretty sure you're out on it at this point. If you had any hopes, because Swashbuckle, Ember, that's a lot of just slice and dice from afar.
Yeah. All of the
10
illusion
seconds
heroes don't look
remaining.
really good here.
Morph still
5
stands out.
seconds remaining.
Spectre gets control. Jug is pretty decent versus Spec because you do damage without taking dispersion.
I think Morph's pretty good. I think Morph's like the only hero that I would feel confident trying to carry this one out on.
You could. You're gonna go mid Wind Ranger, so you can mid Doom as well.
What about the Lunar?
They could PA as well, Luna or PA.
He's so trash, man.
30
Ooh.
All right,
Oh,
I'm all in on
God.
BINOMISTAS just because of that setup.
I know you kind of have to.
Oh
Once that
my
happens, like
gosh.
now you just need the PA to pop off, huh?
Oh, I just want Bowie to eat his words so bad. That couldn't have been more perfect.
PA
Dota.
is one of the worst carries in this patch, dude.
Oh, now he's got to double
I'm
down and die
sorry.
on the hill. Here
All right,
it is.
I love Binomiistas, but I have to go with Latin Defenders. That draft, super solid. Crystal Maiden, Ember Spirit, they're gonna own this game.
Even with the Oracle, though, like 3 forms of save. It's a 3 Phoenix, so she's gonna have some farm. There's 3 ways to save this PA. I would agree she's not
but there's
on my
also
top
Rolling
list.
Thunder, Sleight
Yep.
of Fists, and Embers, and an Earth Spirit. So,
I just imagine the Spangolier casting Rolling Thunder, blinking on top of Oracle, Ember's lights of him, he's dead, and then like, how do you even fight?
I think it's hard for
Anytime Final
Benny to
Assassin
stick
shows
on
up, she
targets
gets
too.
Omnislashed, just melts. Your
That-
ag
to
is
me-
pretty bad.
This game's all on Mini. Mini needs to hit like some clutch shackles. And Mini has been one of the best players in the lower divisions, so I can see how it could work. But yeah, I guess I got to ride with the PA. I don't really have a choice.
All
I'll
right.
go BINOMISTAS, but this one should be.
Latin Defenders.
I
Sorry,
kind of feel like a lot of my
fellow
episode,
Brazilians.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm out.
Bowie's smart. He's playing the ping game here, and
Yeah.
we'll
That's a
see if
factor.
he can do it. Excited about this Wind Ranger though, Trent. We'll get to see the Arcana Mini, the fan of Daenerys Targaryen, Emilia Clarke. Let's see if he can channel some of that Conqueror's energy into this game here. All right, commentators, you're up. Gary, are you excited about this one, pal? Another game 3 on the table for you.
When am I not excited? It's Dota 2, Zayori. It's always exciting. And we've got Wind Ranger, we've got PA, lots of saves on the BINOMISTAS side. Of course, though, Tusk against a couple of roots could be a little bit tricky here, Theban. Latam defenders with so much gap close and initiation, it's going to be insane.
Yeah, I mean, this game, it's riding a lot on Mini this once again. I think Lina, he performed very well, and that kind of helped out, but Wind Ranger, not the hero I'm a big fan of, to be honest. They have a lot of single target spells on BINOMISTAS and not too many things that can protect the egg this game, Gary.
Yeah, that's true. Like, try and block people away with shards, shackle shot some people. It is going to be a difficult one for these supernovas of Sexy Fat. We'll see how they get on, though. What are your thoughts about PA in general? Because that was pretty funny. Bowie saying PA's so trash gets immediately snap picked up by the BINOMISTAS. Is she in a good place?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't think it's a very good hero. No, I think it's too much on farm, and on top of that, the late game items for PA just don't feel that good anymore. The status this used to help her out a lot, but now even with the Satanic, she can still get stun locked up in the late game.
The battle
Needs to commit with the Phantom Strike into the team fight. So
Yeah,
very rough hero to play into the late game. I think early you have a lot of potential in the early mid. If you can like dominate, get like a 20k gold lead, sure I can see it winning. But
20k?
typically PA lineups, yeah, I mean typically not on the PA, but as a whole, right? As a team,
Still a big number.
Yeah, exactly. And PA lineups don't tend to do that.
I'll see if they can accelerate towards it. I guess, Abyssal Blade, another one of those items where hit pretty hard with a nerf stick. Doesn't feel so good for the PA, because usually you'd want to, Abyssal in and then think about Phantom Strike deeper or out. Whereas, like you say, you have to Phantom
Who's
Strike
gonna die
in.
here, Gary? Is it Angel? No, no one's gonna die.
No one's dying.
Nua's
Cook
just
has
gonna
to
need to
spin.
go bottom. He's gonna need to help the PA out.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
she's
going
just-
for Angel. They want the first blood, man.
They're trying for it. Scramble towards that Crystal Maiden. Fortune's End. Tag team goes. Sexy Fat puts the right clicks forward, and first blood will be spilled by the BINOMISTAS. Spin not able to stick on to the Phoenix. Cook just going to have to wander back. And now Nuage is going to have to TP down bottom. You're right. Well, Benny, pretty far up this lane. Moonlight thinking about the kick back onto Benny. Just kicks the rock at him and swashbuckle forward from Valky. And this Phantom Assassin dropping pretty low. They've not hit level 2 on the Dire side yet, so they don't have
Got a
that
fair
disarm
fire.
or the roll, but Moonlight still manages to slip away.
Yeah, I mean, if he salves back up, everything's gonna be okay for Moonlight. And Betty's gonna have to get salved up here as well. Huge creep wave gonna be coming in soon. And they're gonna be able to control it under the tier 1 tower. I feel like this lane gonna be good for the PA for the most part, as long as Nuash keeps funneling all that regen into the PA.
Yeah, just keep Benny in that lane. And then the final lane, Wind Ranger against Ember, Nana 6-0, Mini 3-1. Who do you expect to come out on top, in this laning stage?
Mini.
Mini?
Yeah, I think you're just gonna keep right-clicking the Ember Spirit. Every time he goes in with the Flame Guard, you just right-click him from far. You're not gonna get hit with that damage. Then, when the Flame Guard is down, you can try to go for some power shot plays onto him. No. His goal is just to get levels in this lane, and then maybe rotate around the map, make some plays happen. I kind of feel bad though for No if he goes for the max Flame Guard build, because Oracle Fortune's End removes it, and that's gonna feel really bad if he does that. So I prefer if you went for a Sleight of Fist in this game, just playing off just poke damage.
Yes, I just did that.
Mini, I mean, Zyori called it. He's channeling that energy, right? He's talking about Amelia Clark getting her place in a Marvel movie.
Jackson.
Whom are those? Having a bit of fun there. But yeah, it's also that mid lane has to be very considerate of contending with Tusk rotation, Earth Spirit rotation, Ember before level 6 could, get trapped in the shards, and equally Wind Ranger getting rolled on could get kicked back under tower or into some chains. Valkyrie's got some different ideas on who his favourite actress is. Queen's Gambit over Game of Thrones. And back underway we go. Benny going to salve himself up down bottom. And try and maneuver this wave a little closer to his tier 1. It does open up Moonlight to be able to maybe pull it back if he wants to, but they can go on the aggressive. Swashbuckle forward. Nuages gets the boulder kicked at him. Benny pushes damage in until he gets disarmed, and now the big punches come. Moonlight whacks around that Phantom Assassin and onto Nuages, but again, they're not level 2 yet on this Earth Spirit.
He's giving a lot of XP to Valkyrie, I guess, for the time being, but they are just, dual lane. Takes time, Gary, to get some XP, alright? He's doing the best he can.
Oh yeah, I wasn't flaming, just if he was level 2, probably would have had a couple of kills there. And he's going to go forward
Missed
now.
the roll. Oh, no, into the tower.
That's not what you want. Under the
cursed him.
tower. Benny and Nuard is going to find themselves a freebie there as Benny chased down by Valky. He's going to try and dive this one. Stick is popped though, and now the Pango is going to get burnt by the purifying flames.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Gary, this is all on you, buddy.
I know. That's why I'm apologising. Up at top, what's happening there? They've spent their Fiery Spirits and tag team, but it looks like Angels managed to weather the storm.
I can't believe they got baited. I still can't believe they got baited so hard. There's a Magic Stick and a Fairy Fire. Come on, guys. You're in the DPC. You should be clicking on heroes to see if they're baiting you. Alright? That is just crazy. That Pango and the Earth Spirit both die like that.
It is. And Mini shackles up Na, and they've got the shards with the...
Oh, missed a power shot.
No, they don't have tag team, actually. He doesn't have mana. Jupiter can't tag team this up, so they're just going to go try with the right clicks. Flame Guard's there, the Fairy Fire, and the one charge is a stick pop, but he can't survive, even with Moonlight's rotation.
Yeah. Off to a great start for the BINOMISTAS now. 3 kills. Bottom 2, 1 middle.
Let us fight.
Earth Spirit also TP's in. That means Pango's all by himself bottom. PA has a Ring of Health, so she's going to be able to sustain extremely well in this lane.
And super important there that they kill off this Ember Spirit, who, he still is top of the CS, in fact. He was a good couple of waves ahead of the Wind Ranger. So Na still able to latch onto a lot of farm in this early laning stage. But again, it's these two Posfals, the Tusk and the Earth Spirit, who have started maneuvering now. They've left the side lanes, rolling around looking for water runes. Jupiter just a step ahead of Moonlight in that scenario, though.
I think Moonlight is making a huge mistake playing around middle right here. He needs to be playing in a lane where they can actually get kills. Wind Ranger not the hero that you're going to be able to get kills on. She's going to click Wind Run, walk away. Na went for the slight build anyway.
Well, they get the roll this time. Onto the Oracle. Fortune's End. Try and survive with that Fairy Fire. Back under his tier 1, and he survived.
Getting baited again. Just get out. Heal up, got some tangles going.
Frostbite into spin. They know the dive is down, so Cuckahook claims the life of that offlaner.
Very good.
A flash of inspiration.
I would love to see Moonlight just, I think, rotate through bottom to mid and then through mid to top and try to just keep killing the Tusk and the Phoenix over and over again. Because you gotta play with this Crystal Maiden. She's your best friend this game. And you're gonna get a lot of kills that way. You're gonna get some XP for yourself, maybe get her earn up, which is really good this game. But we'll see. He's playing bottom, and I feel like Valkyrie doesn't really need him, and just kind of leeching his XP. CM?
Well,
dying?
dive up top, yeah. Tag team with the Fiery Spirits, tons of damage over time. As down bottom, they missed another roll. Moonlight, a little bit stuck here now. He's got a pretty decent creep wave, forcing Benny to sit back under his tower. And it's also the fact that you kind of want this Pango to hit an early level 6 too, so he can also make those TP snap rotations, get the Rolling Thunder into action. It's kind of interesting though, it's felt like with these kills, with that pressure, you know, it's 5-1, slight net worth lead for BINOMISTAS. But looking at the CS, Juggernaut, Ember Spirit, both doing very well for themselves. And they're going to be racing towards those first items pretty quickly. Well, Nana dips into jungle, Carcahook shoves that lane out pretty far. Maybe thinks about the turn with that level 2 Frostbite behind him. A very tight game between the two of them here in match 3.
I have bunting for you.
Jupiter's going to track back onto Angel, make sure that there's no pulls going on. There's a pretty big stack up on that large camp. But they're playing under vision. That Dar Observable they've just placed spots the Tusk. They know where Phoenix is, of course, playing in the lane.
Very calm early game phase. I mean, we got a few kills going, but other than that, both teams not looking to make too many plays around the map. You can see the Wind Ranger and the Ember just trying to shove mid lane out. Ember has an Arcane Rune, but it doesn't really look like he has any intentions of rotating with this. Just wants his levels right now. Mini, does he have a Javelin coming out? No. Oh, he's going for an Orchid first item on Mini.
Ooh.
Okay, realizing that they're kind of lacking some lockdown this game, going for an Orchid. That's not something we normally see on a Wind Ranger. Gonna be good against the Ember if he ever goes into a fight. Just Orchid him.
Yeah, the Jug as well, right? Get it onto him before they spin.
Here we go.
has
TP
already
top for
rotated
Mini. That's a
top,
ward in the lane though.
Yeah,
They see this rotation.
Always ready for a fight.
they know exactly what's up. So now,
Yeah,
you know,
Latam defenders know.
he's just going to stay mid, right? Push out that wave, farm, Jug and Maiden hide behind the
Exactly.
trees.
You have a catapult mid. This is your time to dish out a lot of damage onto the mid tower and get BINOMISTAS to leave that top and bottom area of the map just to defend the objective. You also got an Arcane Rune that you can utilize, but he's being very slow with pushing this lane in Nana.
And top is a pretty fast push with this Meteor Hammer. Snowball towards the Jug, forces the spin, but the TPs come in. Ember and Earth Spirit trying to roll in towards the Tusk, not landing the roll. Stuns lacking, Frostbite required. They do catch it in the end. So Jupiter gets sliced down by the Jug, but loses the healing ward in the process. While Ember Spirit, who was moving in towards the Wind Ranger, he's still moving forward. He's going for this. Slight, no points in chains though, just the Flame Guard and the Sleight of Fist. Meteor Hammer's coming, he's going to dodge it with that little Remnant and Slight and take down Sexy Fat's Phoenix.
Yeah, I really dislike the fact that Nuash didn't actually TP top here. He's got the Fortune Set. He's got to think about removing the Ember's Flame Guard, removing the Arcane Rune. Like, these are the things that you got to be doing as an Oracle in this early game. So I kind of just let his team out to dry. Phoenix and Tusk dying. Just went mid to get some XP.
Oh, no, still being got on by Mini with that focus fire from the river into the lane. But yeah, you start to see how much damage Nana can actually dish out himself with this maxed out Sleight of Fist. And it's also a tier 1 top here. Latam defenders have actually turned that top push around completely. Try for the deny, Sexy Fat gets it, but now the Frostbite roll onto Jupiter. He'll have a snowball to delay this a little bit, and spin has already been spent. So Jupiter, with 6 stick charges, is able to withstand it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's a lot of room for the PA while that's all happening. So much action in the top portion of the map, mid lane towards top lane, that Benny, he's almost got Battle Fury done. It's a 10-minute Battle Fury looking like.
Is it?
He's rushed it. He's got no
Yeah,
boots,
it's a straight rush.
no Wraith Band, just stick quelling into Battle Fury.
Yeah, that first, the first 2 kills, giving him the early Ring of Health, allowing him to sustain the lane very well. He's gonna get a Battle Fury. Hey man, this might be legit, Gary. This might be it.
Bowie's going to be eating his words. All thanks to Benny. We do have a nicely leveled Pango though, and this is what I've been waiting for, is the move with the Rolling Thunder as they go on Angel and burst the Maiden, but Latam defenders, they are prepared to turn this fight around. The slide in, and Wind Ranger almost burst down completely. The Rolling Thunder's there, connecting the Fate Seed. It saves it for a little bit with a Purifying Flames and the Wind Run out, bottling up for the second connection. allows Valky to clear through 2 of them, while Jupiter hiding and TPing. He's scouted out, but again, no stuns means he's out of there.
I mean, that's a completely worth kill for Latin defenders, especially because they got the Pangolier involved, finally using his Rolling Thunder. I don't think he was happy just sitting bottom, farming into this Phantom Assassin who's got Battle Fury. It's coming out, baby.
Yeah, 10.5
On
minutes.
the way.
And they are signaling, hey, we should move down to this PA's lane. They're drawing lines to say Benny's probably going to dip back into that jungle to kind of farm towards his first item.
Yeah, they need some stacks though on the Ancients. I would love to see Nuage just go into the Ancient stack, get that going right now. This PA, she just wants to accelerate with this Battle Fury. Yeah, she's got plenty of potential here in this game. Like, Tread's going to come out by 12 minutes.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Or 12 and a half minutes, and then you're going to have
Dire's top tower
really farmed PA.
An over-farmed PA, yeah. And Juggernaut, he's working on his Battle Fury, but of course, phase boots up means it's going to be a little delayed in comparison. And that's where this Wind Ranger Tusk come into play. Tag team with the focus fire, the combo the panel was talking about.
She's TPing out. Oh, it's going to get cancelled.
PA caught by the Rolling Thunder.
Goodbye.
Rolled upon. They can chuck the Magnetize on her. Benny trying to slip out of this as the Oracle has the false promise, but it's silenced up. Can't get the spell off. Beautiful silence from Moonlight. Stops the save. And now the bonus kill is the Nuage's Oracle. Take him down. Well,
timing.
Juggernaut also escaped the gank from the Tusk and the Wind Ranger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, this is all because PA was showing bottom, and that was like Latin defenders' signal to go down there, try to get a kill on her since she's trapped, and Rolling Thunder was coming back up. That's what happens, Gary. You don't stack Ancients. PA's like, oh, there's no Ancients stacks there. All right, I'm just gonna stay bottom.
It's not
And
worth it
Jupiter's
going
like-
up there.
Yeah, he's making it happen now, though. Just double stacks his camps. We know where PA is gonna go next, and that's gonna slow down PA quite a lot.
Yeah, it sure is.
Middle tower is
Yeah,
under
Benny's
attack.
going to go up to that triangle, like you say. I still need to get this Orchid up on the Wind Ranger. 400 gold away from it. And once that
Man,
is...
Ember's so farm, Gary. Holy shit.
He's got a Yule Scepter.
Yeah,
He
it's
chains
not
up the
chasing
Phoenix.
Sexy Fat.
And
He's
they
got
can
a
also-
Yule's ready. Oh, he
can
has
cancel the
some mana,
dive?
though, to cancel it.
Oh, you're
Doesn't
right,
matter.
yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
So what I would like to see right now is get some mana on this Ember, get Moonlight to smoke up, and go after the PA again. Like, you know she just died bottom. That means she's gonna go to the Ancients next. And if you can make a smoke and get another kill on her, then your Juggernaut is gonna really catch up. It's gonna be at the same place where the PA is at. Because you know PA is the one who's gonna carry you. There's like who's gonna carry for BINOMISTAS. You need to be able to get some more kills onto her.
Wind Ranger really is that space maker. Single target slayer.
And going for the Orchid build too. This is like really some heavy utility build from Mini here.
I guess that means Wind Ranger's farming speed going to be slowed down quite tremendously. So they need kills. It's investment in aggression. Moving through her own jungle though. Wind Ranger with a Tusk
Oh,
bottom.
there's a ward.
Under
I
a
saw
ward.
her.
And they roll into mid. Nuage's got off the Fate Edict, but he can't get the false promise in. Oh, he can. Ember Spirit. That's the Fortune's End towards him, but a Rolling Thunder
Yes.
from Valky, blinking forward onto the Wind Ranger. PA's also jumped in this fight. The slight chain's catching Benny, though, and they don't have a save anymore. No false promise, just a Fate Edict there. The Magnetize is ticking them over as Moonlight's dived in towards this tier 1, very deep. Another slide, and he chains, catches the PA, beautifully placed. But they don't have that killing blow while down bottom. The spin towards Jupiter's Tusk. They don't block them out with the shards, but equally, Omnislash has already been expended.
Yep, Nuage
Dire's middle tower
staying alive, keeping his team alive. Oh, Meteor onto... No, that's not gonna happen. Very ambitious play there from the Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a good try. Oh, an Arcane Rune for Ember Spirit, that's going to feel good. Especially already landing the chains onto the Wind Ranger, but Valky stuck up here on the high ground as the snowball catches Ember Spirit. Has he got a Remnant to escape? He slides, he Remnants, but he's
Wow,
already
the
been
damage.
killed. That tag team
Oh
damage.
my goodness. Yep. I mean, Earth Spear first died, and now they lose 2 more heroes. The Arcane Rune was kind of nice, but without Rolling Thunder, I'm not sure what they're doing. This Orchid is going to be doing a lot of work, Gary. I mean, the Ember did get the Yules first. That kind of counters the Orchid, but if you ever use that offensively, and the Orchid comes in after that, you're going to be in a lot of trouble as the Ember.
And you can see Benny has cleared through all of his triangle, pretty much all of the top creep camps, pushed out top wave,
So fast.
and is top of the net worth, 7,000 in fact. So that's phase
It's gone
boost,
for
battle
phase
fury.
boots too. Not power chest. Interesting. Preferring the movement speed, a little bit of extra armor.
Oh, interesting that. I've seen a lot of that, attack speed and tankiness from treads be so important on the PA. Oh, they're eyeing up the Oracle mid. Roll won't land, but it doesn't really matter. No.
20
Snipes out
seconds.
the Oracle.
Latin defenders can do anything they want for the next 20 seconds. I think every time the Oracle's dead, that is Latin defenders' fight to take.
Well, Valky's gone in towards the Wind Ranger. Silent stop, but Pango turns with the Rolling Thunder. The two-man chains there opens it up beautifully. The focus fire is still going, though. The Pango has to crash and run, but he's already been done. Mini gets the kill on him as the snowball dragged back. Crystal Maiden stuck between the PA and this Tusk and
alive.
just gets punched. Oracle respawns. They do dive forward, but Latam defenders yet again halted in their aggression. BINOMISTAS responding beautifully, and the thing is, we were speaking about defending this Phoenix and the Supernova. He's not had to use it yet. He's just using Meteor Hammer and Dive.
Yeah, he really has not had to use it yet. Just chilling, waiting for that level 2 egg first, Gary. I mean, the other heroes, just the Wind Ranger Tusk, have been doing plenty of work in this game as it is. Jupiter's 3-1-3. Like, and so is the Wind Ranger. Like, these two heroes, they've been able to do quite a bit. This combo is nice. You got that focus fire with the tag team. You also got two really annoying heroes to kill. Like, they committed onto the Tusk, but the Tusk gets a snowball off. He's going to survive for the next, 4 seconds. Wind Ranger got the Wind Run maxed out too. You got Oracle, who you have to kill every time first in the fight. In a way, there's so many targets that you have to go on. The Phoenix Egg just seems like an afterthought right now for Latin defenders.
Pretty low on the priority list, yeah, you're right. And they get the deny on that mid-tier 1. Double dire wards really were set up to try and push that tower. And they will collapse down towards the bottom lane, but there's no one here farming jungle. No targets to be had, as Tusk has already shoved out that bot spot. And Wind Ranger making her way towards BKB up top. She's a pretty open target. Latam defenders, are they trying to force a fight around mid? Yeah, they go on the Oracle, catching Nuages. So another window here, Theban, 30 seconds where they can actually keep continuing to battle. Tusk frostbitten up. It looks like Phoenix wants to move forward, though, with the PA jumping the Earth Spirit, but allowing him to roll away. Moonlight TP's home. Any stuns? The Shackle Shot doesn't catch.
So out. Quick in and out. Assassinate the Oracle.
A flash of inspiration.
Gary, what is Oracle? Oracle is like some kind of a god, right? That created everything in the Dotaverse.
I'm not sure. I mean, he's a soothsayer, right? He is an oracle. Like, he predicts the future, right?
Uh-huh.
But I don't know what his actual role is. We need Slacks in here with a Lorgasm. But he sees every possibility. He knows exactly what you're doing. He can save his allies from it. I don't know, I always saw him as some kind of weird alien guy.
Weird alien guy, yeah. But very important in every game. Especially in this game. Because if the Oracle doesn't die, Gary, they can't fight on Latam defenders. In the sense that, like, they're not going to be able to kill anybody else. You can't assassinate the Wind Ranger or the Tusk. They have ways to survive. Phoenix also has the egg. PA is, like, playing behind her team. So you gotta kill the Oracle first. And the way I see it is if Latin defenders can get rid of the Oracle first, they will pretty much win almost every engagement.
Yeah, that's right. You got
Like,
Blur,
that's what this game's gonna
PA,
come down
Windrun,
to.
Wind Ranger. At what point does this Cuckhook Juggernaut say, I need an MKB? Is it after Manta?
Ooh, man, I don't think so. It looks like he's buying it right now. Okay, just kidding. He switched into the MKB and he's like going back into the meta. Like, the PA isn't the issue right now. Everybody else is, right? So what you got to do is be able to survive in the fights, be able to just dispel the fire spirit so you can get rid of the egg. That's, there's like a priority list, right? And Juggernaut's priority is pretty much the egg because he's the only one who can deal with that. Nobody else can actually kill the egg. So Manta's a good item. And then from there, you see how the game is progressing, and then maybe you buy the MKB, maybe you buy like something tankier like a Scotty potentially. But the MKB is going to have double value this game because of PA and Wind Ranger.
Exactly. I'll see which way he goes. Yeah, like you say, kind of indecisive where he wants to head to it. Does buy up the
Check out
Blade of
Nana
Alacrity.
as well. He's going for the Desolator, first item this game. for damage after the Yules. I'm not so sure how much I like that. I feel BKB would be a better option. So you can just go straight onto the Oracle. You can't get purged. You'll still have your Flame Guard. You can right click him down. You can pop BKB to hit the egg once or twice if needed. And then you can even build into an MKB because you're going to need an MKB on the Ember as well.
Yeah, just to output damage. You're also going to be pretty afraid. You mentioned there, you know, Fortune's End dispelling and stuff like that. It feels like one stun and the hero just gets blown up, whether it's Focus Fire Tag Team or the PA crits, whatever it might be. I think, yeah, Yule's BKB, these defensive items, incredibly important for the Latam defenders since they don't really have any save heroes. You need to itemize into it instead.
Actually, the more I think about it, there is still one more item that can help you deal with this evasion problem, which is also good for both Ember and Juggernaut.
Oh, yeah?
I'll let you say what it is, Gary. This is your little quiz right now.
What? I've no idea. What is it?
It's Maelstrom, Mjolnir.
Oh, of
Come on, you had
course.
it. Yeah, every time the Maelstrom procs, it pierces through evasion, which is really nice. And Ember and Jug, they both like to buy those items. So actually, instead of going Desolator, maybe it's a better option for him to go Maelstrom, so he has he can farm faster as well, and then go for the BKB after that. But
Oh, that's a good
Desol is
shout.
definitely not it, Gary.
Yeah, I
Desol
like
is
that.
definitely not it.
Maelstrom's a real good shout, even. We'll see if he comes to that conclusion himself. He's got a Mithril Hammer.
This should make my
Maybe
life
he
easier.
changes his ideas. It looks like he's kind of committing to the Deso, though, with that Blightstone already picked up. Right. Latam defenders moving bottom for a tier 2. BINOMISTAS not really considering the defense of that area, just giving up their jungle while they take control of the top part of the map, holding out the Ancients, maybe pressuring Moonlight, more importantly controlling Roshan, which the Dire are scared they are doing. And there's the jump from
Goodbye.
Jupiter onto the Earth Spirit.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
My
That's
goodness.
That's a tanky 1400 HP Earth Spirit.
Jesus, he just died under the focus fire with the Walrus punch into focus fire. That's it. Jeez.
I mean, Ember Spirit, he's come up here. Careful, buddy. He's going to show on this
He
wave.
doesn't have focus fire anymore. They won't be
Great
able to bring him
shackle
down,
shot.
right?
Meteor Hammer. Chain stuns with an Orchid.
Not
Snowball
good.
forward.
This is not good for
Your
BINOMISTAS.
Scepter's there. And now the Rolling Thunder. Backing onto Jupiter. Double damage rune. Ember Spirit going to try and shred through this Tusk. Crystal Maiden has also moved up here as the Rolling Thunder's going into the back lines, aiming the Phoenix now. But the Tusk has actually survived through a lot of the initial onslaught and finally brought down as 5 Latam defenders heroes are brought up here. Silencing the Phoenix. False Promise is there with the Yules as well. Can't dive away, but does have a Supernova after the False Promise or during it even as the PA jumps in. Ember Spirit diving with the Wind Ranger with a Pango. Roll won't land and the egg comes
Gak-
out.
the egg.
Focusing with a Jug though, the spin is there, taking out the Phoenix, but the BINOMISTAS lose Mini. Ember Spirit with his DD rune, he's taking out the backlines. Benny with his BKB onto
Hook.
Coco. The roll doesn't stun, the BKB is still going, but Benny's now stuck. No False Promise to save, and Nuage he's being focused down as Nana has another slight, and maybe more chains to come. Benny in the trees, do they have a stun?
They have a roll.
Catch, they don't see him.
Wow. You need to roll there just so you can get vision so Nana can go in and use the PA. They missed a big opportunity to get rid of the position 1 carry, but nonetheless, that was such an awful engagement by BINOMISTAS onto the Ember there, committing hardcore with the Orchid, the Shackle, the Meteor. The Ember has a use, guys. Come on now. You're just gonna use up if he needs to, remove the Orchid, and they're just gonna turn the fight. You're fighting under a tier 2. You already used your focus fire to kill the Earth Spirit, so BINOMISTAS giving away a lot there. BKB on the PA was also spent, Gary, now down to 8 seconds. Latin defenders, they must feel amazing after that last fight.
Oh, absolutely. Especially this Juggernaut now. Just needs 1,000 gold for his Manta style. Dealing with that egg just on his own. Spin, kill the egg, no problems. And Ember into Blink Dagger next. So Deso is done. He goes all the way for it. Yule's Deso Blink. Is that just to jump onto the Oracle? Disengage with Blink Yules?
I think so. He at least Nana now realizes who the #1 target is in the fight. And I kind of dig it. Because now you don't have to use a Fire Remnant to go in. You can use a Fire Remnant to like go deeper or get out. Blink Dagger is going to be very nice here. So Deso going to use that to kill the Roshan faster. And it doesn't even look like BINOMISTAS know this is happening. That's crazy.
They are
That is
not ready.
actually insane. Wow. They just got away with highway robbery here, Gary.
Yeah. Right, Aegis on that Juggernaut. Mantis Star is pretty much done. Your Scepter Meteor Hammer towards Ember Spirit, but he just slide dodges it. No biggie. He's still got a regen rune. And an illusion bottom for himself. Juggernaut does have that MKB queued up, so buy a bit of time for him to finish off that item.
You know what I do like? Because you're playing against the egg, and you're gonna need to be spinning a lot on Juggernaut, maybe the Mjolnir build would have been a little bit better, and then you just play through the Blade Fury, the Shard,
Yeah.
and then the level 20 talent, so you can just spin, and it's incredibly good against PA as well, because she can't always BKB and hit the Jug. So if you're spinning on top of her, not only are you going to be doing magic damage, but the Mjolnir is still going to be proccing through your right clicks as well.
Which is
really
free
nice.
right clicks in it.
But it's
Super,
okay,
super
you know,
strong.
MKB build, also a very hard carry build for Juggernaut.
Radiant's
That's what he
bottom
wants to do
tower
instead.
is under attack.
No. Playing with fire in that mid lane. Walrus Punch. Do they have the chain stuns though? Fortune's End is coming, but he's already jumped away.
Radiant's bottom
Just
tower
walks straight through that mid lane. Draws their attention in there. And Dire,
Got the
they've
tier
got
two.
perfect vision of this. They see everything that the BINOMISTAS are doing. Yeah, get the tier 2. They're going up high ground with a Jug.
is under attack.
Yikes for
Middle tower is under attack.
BINOMISTAS here.
Come back and
Because they're
deal with
going
me.
to go back. Exactly, and they can't take the tier 2 top, so that means both outposts have been taken by Latam defenders. BINOMISTAS are not going to be getting any XP every minute from those outposts.
And look at this
Very
smoke from
important
them.
for the supports. Oh,
They are wrapping right around in towards Benny.
Valkyrie,
Rolling
he found
Thunder. Doesn't
Want the
catch the
Oracle,
PA, but they absolutely want that Oracle, don't they? He gets off the Fate Edict. And it looks like he's just going to be dropping. No backup available for Nuages. Dead for 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds where BINOMISTAS, they really should not be fighting. Mini? No.
That's
no
a Manta
Mini.
Jug.
Oh my goodness.
That's a spin
That is
on
not
Jug.
the target.
The illusions are just killing off the Wind Ranger, forced to wind run. The Sun Ray comes and tries to heal her up. The BKB's popped, but the Aegis, it is dropped on the Jug. The Supernova then getting focused down by the Ember. In comes the Earth Spirit too, and Sexy Fat's gone. Benny slays Moonlight,
They got the
and
Ember,
no, it's a massive hit from the PA. But the Remnant's back in, will catch Benny with the Yules up. He's got no BKB anymore. Misses the slight, doesn't get the catch. Who's gonna chase this one?
Oracle's
Nobody.
alive. You gotta get out.
Can't dive.
This is not your fight anymore.
Leave Benny alone. Ember Spirit going to try and dodge out from some spells. Still gets hit by the Fortune's End.
He missed the chains there, right? Is that what
Yeah.
happened? On the PA? Yeah, very unfortunate. That would have been a short kill if the chains did land. They have plenty of damage, but again, BINOMISTAS taking another fight when their Oracle is dead. Wind Ranger, you know, she felt strong because she's got the BKB, but you're going on to a Juggernaut, like, who has Aegis and Manta to remove your Orchid. Like, these are not fights you should be taking on the side of BINOMISTAS.
And that's before the MKB comes, and we can see how much... Oh, Benny. Half of Angel's HP in one hit. Well, you see how much damage Jug can do before the MKB to that, you know, Wind Ranger and PA. When he's got that MKB, it's going to be even more disastrous for them.
Exactly. And Latin defenders understand the importance of the Oracle. BINOMISTAS need to start understanding the importance of their Oracle. Like, they gotta protect him with their lives. Get in front. Go in first. Nuage, she's gotta play much more safely. Like, get behind your cores. Don't get picked. Okay, here we go. Smoke, finally. This is the first fight I think BINOMISTAS are going to be able to take, where they're going to have all 5 heroes alive, and they're going to be able to initiate.
Yeah, we've not seen that multi-layered
He's it.
savior, have we? There's a Blink Snowball here, but there's the Angel Crystal Maiden popping the smoke, tanking some spells, but
nice
a great
Rolling
Rolling
Thunder.
Thunder through
Really
3
good.
heroes. Jupiter still up on this high ground, bursting through Angel. Freezing Field lasts only a second as this double damage Ember Spirit low on HP. He's got a slight and Remnant down to the low ground, jumping away from the PA, and they can't catch him. No,
Dagger.
no,
Oh,
the crit! 1200 damage straight into the back of that Ember's head.
Damn, and that's a dieback, Gary, from the Ember. The one
Oh
mistake
boy.
Latin defenders did make in the last fight was the buyback on the Ember that did not get the kill onto the PA, and now he's gone for 75. They have a Desolate on the PA. They're going to be able to shred through this mid tier 2. There's no real split push going on for Latin defenders
Oh my
either.
God.
Middle tower.
Huge.
That
Very
big
nice.
dagger.
Yeah, And now you can see the strength of BINOMISTAS if they're the ones who can actually initiate while having the protection of the Oracle behind you. Like, they can just go absolutely ham, and Latin defenders were not ready for that fight.
Dire's middle
I guess they're the ones set up. They're, you know, it's like being in formation versus not being in formation, right?
Yeah.
And PA sticking around a little bit in that mid lane. Back up into the Dire Triangle. Has Tusk and Oracle, so the multi-layered supports in a nice position there as Benny has to contend with a Rolling Thunder, but Valky doesn't connect onto any of these Radiant heroes and bouncing around between some rocks.
Actually, Gary, I saw a clip where the Oracle was able to use False Promise on the Phoenix's Supernova.
Oh, really? Like
Yeah.
on the egg itself?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know
All the jump?
if that's a bug or they
That's
fixed
so
it.
much
Okay, Jug just disappeared.
damage!
Holy shit. Yeah, that was crazy.
I thought that was
He didn't have
amazing.
Manta up. He did not have Manta up to be able to get out of there. That was such a good ward to have in front of this tier 1 to see the split push.
I know he's dead for a minute now. Nanana's got a lot of work on his docket to push out that top wave. There's a DD rune that spawned up in the top rune spot for the Wind Ranger, who does now have a Javelin. So solo kill potential even further amplified for Mini.
bottom tower has fallen.
Net worth lead for the BINOMISTAS now up to about 6,000, as they have had the slight advantage throughout the majority of this game. But now it feels like they're starting to put their foot down. Claim even more territory on the map, take down his tier 2 bottom. Think about
Yeah,
that next
that's-
Roshan, which is about a minute away.
Bottom tower.
That's also an over corrosion, by the way, on the PA, which is crazy good.
Valky's
Lots of minus
thinking
armor.
about starting this fight. Moonlight walks up high ground,
no,
scouts
no,
them,
no, no, no.
silence the Tusk,
No, Moonlight.
dangerous
You don't want to
territory.
do this. You don't want to do this, buddy. You need your Juggernaut to complete his MKB. He's got like 300 gold left.
Such a pivotal item for them.
You take a fight there, that's a one-way ticket to losing this game.
Jug's gonna have MKB after this creep camp. Do you want the Dire to smoke and make their own move, or is it just a case of holding this triangle, holding the high ground, and waiting for the BINOMISTAS to move up?
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, you gotta wait for the Oracle to show into your vision. You can't take any other fights apart from that. Maybe the Earthspirit can go in and bait the Oracle out to come and false promise someone, and then you jump in with your Ember and your Pango and you kill the Oracle. But the amount of damage the PA has at the moment, it's not really possible. If you go in with the Earthspirit, you will just die instantly.
And they're still holding a DD on the Wind Ranger too. That's something
Oh
that
wow.
the Latam defenders are very aware of. They do smoke, and they're trying to make that first move. Roll onto Mini, and no
Nice.
BKB just
Rolling
yet.
Thunder.
Nice false
Wow.
promise. Mini gets off the BKB. Focus fire onto that Rolling Thunder. Self-fuels there as they jump into the
Benny.
back lines, finding Angel. Benny's gone wild into the midst of Latam defenders with a Supernova, offering the protection. While on the right-hand side, they do take out Jupiter, but the trade still looks pretty good for the BINOMISTAS. 2 for 1.
They do.
And the Dire expending a lot of their teamfight ultis.
The Juggernaut found the PA on his own, used the Omni Slash onto the PA, but Benny was able to use Phantom Strike, go onto another target, which ended up wasting the Omni Slash in the end. And then they didn't have the damage anymore to just keep her locked down. Unfortunately, it looked like a really good fight from Latin defenders though, because when the Pango went in, he instantly got 3 heroes hit with the Rolling Thunder, then went on to the Oracle. They were hunting the backline, and the PA was isolated. It's just the Omni Slash usage did not end up well for them.
And Roshan is live very, very soon.
Ooh, this is gonna be a big one. If the PA can somehow get her hands on this Aegis, she's gonna be able to just run deep into the fights, not care about anything else.
And just go
She
for
does
kill after
great.
kill.
Yeah, this is her timing right now. The amount of damage that she's able to dish out at this stage in the game, you need to take full advantage of it.
I sure do. And what is it now? 15 seconds away. So it looks like we should have all of the ultis ready again. Bar Omni Slash, which is still a minute off cooldown. But everything else, including Supernova, Magnetize, Rolling Thunder comes back up. Both squads going to be pretty much ready to battle. And Mini's able to quite freely push out that bot wave. with an Arcane Rune, just power shotting through it. So start drawing attention of the Dire team down towards bottom. At least of the Ember Spirit, maybe deal with a split push.
Yeah, I think Latin defenders should be doing very similar things. Maybe get the Ember to split push bottom and get BINOMISTAS to go down there. But right now, they got 5 heroes on both sides on this Roshan pit. It's gotta be favoring BINOMISTAS.
Smoke
going in,
broken.
they've dropped the vision.
Observer Ward on the high ground, blowing through Moonlight's HP. That Rolling Thunder connecting onto Benny, but he doesn't care. He's got the Sun Ray healing him up. In the back, the Ember Spirit trying to stab into Mini. Now zips away with his Remnant. And Rolling Thunder still going. On to Sexy Fat, but they've still got saves. Nice little stun there, catching the Juggernaut. He's got the healing wall still going. Need to focus that down. Where's the Supernova? It's going to be coming soon. The Oracle's focused. Nuage is gone. Angel traded back, and the buyback from the Oracle comes. Jupiter sliced down by the Omni Slash, jumping onto the Benny PA, but she just turns. Destroys the Juggernaut. Cuckahook's gone, and Latam defenders without a chance. Phoenix moves up again onto this high ground. Pango and Ember Spirit, they are in full retreat mode. Swashbuckle to the low ground, Essence Ring up, but in comes Mini with Benny. And Pango down means Roshan is open to the BINOMISTAS.
Woo! That's an Aegis. And the cheese going the way of Benny. Or someone else will probably get the cheese. There's also going to be a shard there. Probably the Phoenix is going to pick that up. So you're going to have Supernova with the Sun Ray now too. That last fight was incredibly good. Look at this. Pangolier goes in. They're trying to go onto the Phoenix, but the Oracle, he's ready to help out. Then they try to turn on to the Oracle. This Juggernaut is going to be completely isolated on the left side with the PA. He gets the Omni Slash thanks to the stun from the Earth Spirit onto the Tusk, but it's just not enough. The Omni Slash ends. PA is still very healthy. Turns around, slaps him down. And that's it. Egg also went off. Latin defenders, man. I'm telling you, they had to split push. They had to get Ember bottom. They need to get BINOMISTAS separated. If it's a 5v5 engagement at this stage in the game, they're just not going to be winning on Latin defenders.
And Mini with these shackle shots, he's catching a core and a support pretty much every time. Absolutely beautiful stuff.
Spot on.
And the fact that
a Hex queued up too now. He wants to just keep being that disable for his team. Like, this is full-on utility Wind Ranger in this game. And it's doing so much work. Or I guess you would call it hybrid, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of utility, a little bit of damage.
Definitely diversifying his options. And the fact that, Tusk was the one there to, break vision, get that ward immediately when the smoke popped, starts off with numbers advantage going to BINOMISTAS, blowing through one of the big team fights. Team fight heroes of Latam defenders are now in such a dominant position. Entire map is under their control. They can think about going high ground, especially with PA having that orb of destruction.
Yep, PA also has negatives now, so she's able to actually purge off the Ember's chains. You got the frostbite you can purge off. You're pretty much permanently blurred on the map too, so it's hard to catch. Very nice item pickup here from Benny. I'm actually digging it quite a lot.
Yeah, and refreshing daggers and phantom strikes as well. Whenever you get a kill, and Benny's been getting plenty of kills in these fights. He's just going to stick up on high ground.
Trying to split push here. I think this is what Latin defenders got to do. They cannot fight this. Just try to defend with 4. Let Cuckahook do his job bottom.
Try and trade out as best he can. They've even got a Lotus Orb on Benny now. Roll in. Boulder Smash there, but Moonlight is going to get counter-initiated on. Ghost Scepter and Self-Fuels expended, but Benny, 1800 crit damage. Rolling Thunder coming in from the Pango. Where's the backline? The Oracle's hidden. He's invisible in the Shadow Ambulance, so they got the save in onto that little mini Wind Ranger. Beyond godlike Benny, still incredibly healthy with a Sun Ray and all the heals from Oracle. Buybacks required from Latam defenders. One of them from the Pango comes. This base defense getting more and more difficult, though, as the fight extends.
And now you don't have Omni Slash. That's your biggest damage source in this game. And you also don't have anybody split pushing bottom. BINOMISTAS, this is their... They don't care about anything else.
No. Makes the jump in and the jump out.
Wow, they're actually going back here. Interesting. I would have just went straight to middle if I'm BINOMISTAS. I mean, you don't got Omni. I can just heal up my team as the Oracle. Maybe just waiting for the replay first.
Yeah, I guess so. When you're playing against Ember, I guess, being, wave cut behind you, if you've only got a single wave coming in, can be a little bit irritating. But they're not even going to go push mid lane. They clear the wave and they go back to farming, shove out bot. Maybe the plan is here to go into the Dire triangle, get that high ground area, then play both lanes at the same time. Quite a passive move, though, from the BINOMISTAS, right? Like, they killed top ranks and they've run all the way back.
I think they just feel a bit more confident if they finish their Hex. I mean, the Wind Ranger has 5,000 plus gold in her backpack. PA, same thing, 4,400 gold. Just want to complete some of their items after this one team fight and the Rex.
And maybe if you get stuck in like this long, drawn-out, embroiled fight, Aegis could expire in the middle of it. They've got 1 minute remaining. So you do want another item to fill that slot. Ninja gear. Grabbed up, but PA still wants to keep that orb of destruction, of course. And this smoke... Let's have a look at buyback status, shall we, Theban? Because that feels like what's most important right now. Ember Spirit, the only die hero, and a Maiden has it as well. 2 buybacks ready, but if they kill anybody else, it's going to be a disaster for the Dire team. Maiden, go on. Go on, sacrifice yourself. Give your life for the greater good, Maiden. Oh, or just escape. Get out of there with a Glimmer Cape. And that Latam defender's doing what you wanted. They're pushing bottom.
They gotta. This is the only thing you really can do. Again, you gotta get them split up. And I want to say, we're reaching that 20k mark.
Yeah, we are. The advantage you needed.
Assassin. Yep.
The big number.
That's when the PA wins the game. She's got to get that 20k gold advantage as a team.
What is she? She's 8,000 ahead of the Juggernaut now.
Yeah.
Basically 2 items ahead.
She can eat her Aghanims as well. Ooh. So she has another item slot available for herself. That's what she's doing right now. I think she's going to save enough gold to buy the Satanic and eat the Ags. I'm going to put that in.
And then be 7 slotted. This Phoenix has done a tremendous amount of work. Coming out of that laning stage with a very fast, rushed Meteor Hammer, but now Shiver's Guard, Lotus, Yules.
Yeah.
Tons of utility coming out of Sexy Fat.
That's the one good thing about Phoenix is Phoenix can scale very well with items. So tanky right now. 52% physical resist. I don't know if that's right. It's like bugged out for me, but it's pretty solid. Okay, 66. I see it now on the feed. Lotus. Buff up the PA.
Hello.
Omni Slash. Benny's super dead.
Benny?
I don't know about this. Benny wants to go in.
I mean, Benny kills off the Pango. Phoenix has to Yules up. Juggernaut spent his spin and Omni Slash, don't forget. Mini maybe have baked them in as their Supernova is going to crash down and land on them. Coco's gone. No buyback on the Jug. Mini sacrifice well worth it as Benny goes on a triple kill beyond Godlight continues. And Moonlight, he's going to roll back into his base, but the dive forward from Jupiter and Benny considering the move. Lotus Orb and Blur on the PA. Force the buyback at the Maiden and try and get onto this Ember Spirit. He doesn't have a Remnant. He's been punched. He blinks back. Does get out with the flicker. Yeah, that's what it was. But Moonlight has to hand over his life. And with buyback available, he'll have to force it. This Benny PA starting to really stick it to them. Diving tier 4s. Doesn't have a care in the world. And pushing into mid-tier 3, knowing that Latam defenders likely don't have buybacks on these heroes. Mini's move there, it looked a little bit odd, a little bit forced. In the end, though, a victory for them as the Walrus Punch catching out this Ember Spirit. I think he was trying to wave cut Flicker, but the snowball's there, and Benny, he just jumps straight in, pops the Lincolns, nearly kills him immediately. Fortunately, though, has the Remnant back to the tier 4 area. But it's still
enough time. I mean, 10 more seconds, Pangol's up. If they can keep this PA locked in somehow, she does have 1 blur available to remove a chains or a frostbite. It's gonna be really good. If they can try to get this going.
It still looks like they're gonna lose the lane.
They really do want to retreat right now, though.
Flickering, Yulesing, dodging with Slight. He's really dancing around the Radiant squad, but if he does get stunned or bashed, he could be brought down very quickly.
They can't stop them from getting out. They got the racks, and now they're out.
Oh, it's a fast Rotary spawn. 10 seconds and he's up.
Could be an Ags on it too, or a Refresher for the Phoenix. Very big items for BINOMISTA. 1 side left.
Yeah, they just have to consider that bottom lane now, don't they? high ground ward, control this kind of plateau high ground area, push out mid and bot wave.
You know what, Gary?
Down to no.
Is it just me, or is Flicker just insanely busted?
It is. No, it is. The fact that you can kind of control where you're going, like you jump forward.
Yeah.
It dispel like
so crazy, and it's a 4-second cooldown. Can we at least make it like 5 or 6 seconds? Jesus.
Like when they made that change, I generally thought that they'd remove the dispel from it because I thought like, how is this allowed? Jumping the Phoenix though, sexy fat star.
Need the Oracle. That's what they really want.
Freezing field in the back, Angel there. Bursting through Nuage's Oracle down and forced to buy back, but Benny's in with the DD rune. Oh, that's dangerous. Down goes Cockahawk. He's got buyback ready and he's forced to use it. Come out and fight strong as the double buyback from the BINOMISTAS will return their 2 supports to the glorious battlefield. But it looks like with the DD rune, Roshan is now open to them. Aghanim Scepter up on it and straight into the pit.
Buyback on DJ Jug as well, so you won't be having that anymore. This Roshan has an Ags on it. Who's gonna take it, Gary? Who's gonna be win range? Just gonna take it, 100%, right? Yeah.
The Ags,
wants that double win run.
The 2 charges. Yeah, there it is.
4,000 free, like what? Almost 6,000 net worth. Yeah, thank you, Roshan. Appreciate that. Now, Roshan, they should change his name to Santa Claus, because that's what he really is.
It's like handing out gifts.
Yep.
How much would you, like, what kind of price would you put on an Aegis?
On an Aegis?
Yeah, because, like, Cheese is technically worth 1,000 gold. You know, Shard and Aghanim Scepter, we have, 1,400, 4.2k. But Aegis doesn't have a price.
Well, it's more valuable, like, later into the game, right? But I would
So it's got, like, a scaling cost?
2,000 gold on it.
Oh, is that all?
In the early game.
Interesting. Oh, they've got to capture no. That's a Hex of Silence, a dead Ember Spirit. Trying to buy time and defend this final lane of barracks as Moonlight Yule's up. He's going to Aghanim Scepter and skate himself away, surfing back towards his fountain. But they're just losing their buildings at such a drastic rate here. And Benny throwing out these daggers, causing some serious issues for them.
That's all Orbital Destruction. Plenty of damage.
That's another melee barracks. They're rolling into the back. They're looking for the Oracle. Nuages, he's been found. He's got Glimmer and Cheese. Can he pop the Cheese in time before his burst? No. Nuages, he's stunned. Chain stunned. Disabled by the snowball. He's been saved up by the Tusk. They find the mini kill. Buyback from the win range. And the freezing field bursting through Nuages. Oracle finally dies, but Benny's still going. Supernova on the left-hand side. Zones out the Latam defenders. And Ember Spirit died back. Benny jumps onto the Angel Maiden. Takes her down. Poor Frosty Lady. Gone yet again. And a 3 versus 3 as Valky with Cockahawk back in that fountain. A 3v2, sorry. Left to defend their base. Up against a PA and a Wind Ranger with a Phoenix as well. Oh, they don't have Omni Slash. They don't have anything left. They've been jumped, hexed. Cockahawk saved a little bit of Valky there with his nice little disarm and a swashbuckle. But your tier 4s are crumbling. Your base is falling apart. And it doesn't feel like they've got what it takes to go face to face with a PA, Aegis, Satanic, and a Scythe of Ice mini Wind Ranger. Just watch your buildings fall. Valky jumps in. Try and go onto Benny, but he turns straight back onto you. Daggers and Phantom Strikes, Yule's into the air. Mini moves in, and Valky, well, he's pretty stuck here. Gets off that Rolling Thunder at the last second, but they turn onto Cockahawk instead, and that's got to be it. Latam defenders tap out as the BINOMISTAS win the series 2-1.
Tap out. Tap out. Yep. Ah, man. What a game. I mean, it's such a simple story, right, Gary? Oracle. Kill him, you can win fights. You don't kill him, you can't do anything. Got to the point where the PA, who got a 10-minute Battle Fury, she got 2 farmed, and then she could just keep on going because she had all these other threats on her team that Latin Defender had to deal with that allowed her to just jump in freely and not have to worry about anything. And Latin Defenders, I think they made